YouTube, it's Missy, and today I'm here to share with you guys my September TBR. Now, I know what you're thinking, Missy, it's like the month is almost over, what are you doing? And you're absolutely right. The month is almost over. My excuse this time around is as lame as all my other excuses on why I'm such a poor YouTuber. So I started playing World of Warcraft Classic. Now I started World of Warcraft back in 2008. It came out in 2004. My second son was born in 2007, and my best friend from 7th grade would continuously call me from Hawaii and say, have you started playing World of Warcraft yet? And I would say, no. He's like, you really need to get on it. It's like literally the best game in the entire world. I'm like, wow. And it really is. Like, it's so fun. It's so addictive and fun. It's like chocolate, but as a game. It's a chocolate game. Like, that is how amazing World of Warcraft is. And I tell my son all the time, my 14-year-old, he's like, Mom, I really want to play World of Warcraft. You bought me the game a long time ago, and I want to play it. I'm like, no. Okay? Now that you're older, now that you have the ability and the know-how to play video games, there's no way I'd let you play now. Because back then, you were just messing around. Now it's serious. And at 14, you won't want to do anything else. You will want to play it all the time. You won't play any other video games. You won't do your homework. You won't read books. Nothing will happen. You'll just want to play this game. And it's true because it's a never-ending game. It never ends. Back to what I was talking about. So Classic came out. And yes, Classic is something that has already been done. It came out back in 2004. It was extremely hard. When I started playing World of Warcraft, I started during the Burning Crusades edition and or expansion, and it took forever to be able to get enough money to buy a mount. It took forever to level. If you didn't level with a guild or with a friend, you would never level because you died so often. It's so difficult to do these quests, and the nostalgia of playing Classic again. I did talk about this a little bit in a previous video, but I will just touch on it. Basically, there is a bunch of newbie players who think that World of Warcraft is too hard. They want everything to be simplified and easier and more fair and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, it's almost the same to me, because I'm old, it's almost the same as getting a trophy for participation. I do not condone that. I absolutely despise the fact that we're giving kids trophies just because they didn't earn the trophy. They just stood out in the field and picked flowers. There's no reason for them to get a trophy. They didn't do anything. So the same thing goes with World of Warcraft. If you don't raid or go to dungeons, why do you get the same gear as someone who is a hardcore player? You know what I'm saying? Like, you should get the crappiest gear possible if all you are doing is questing. I mean, there's different hierarchies in this video game. I could literally go on a tangent of World of Warcraft forever. But basically, I've been playing the Classic again now that they've put it out there, that everything is back to the original way it used to be. And when I say that, it's because we are on year 15 of World of Warcraft, and there has been many expansions since then. During the Cataclysm, a lot of the classic world was destroyed, and so you don't get to see those things anymore. So now going back to old Classic is really cool to like see everything back the way it used to be. And it's really hard, and there's so many people playing Classic that it feels new again. I love it so, so much. So I haven't read anything this month. The month is almost over. I mean, I've read every day, but bits and pieces and not a whole book yet. I think this will be another month where I don't have a wrap up because I just didn't finish anything. By the way, I didn't finish anything in August either. I mean, I did, but I put that already in the July wrap up video because that was the 24-hour Dewey's Readathon. And those books that I finished during the readathon is the only books I finished in August. So September is looking like it's going to be the same thing. Hopefully I can get some in, but we'll see. All right, so the theme for this month is Sad Shelf September. I think that is kind of the version Anne was going with. Anne is a subscriber to my channel, and she said, hey, you know, you don't have a theme for September. What if you do this? Sad Shelf. Those are all of the books that just haven't been finished that need to be rolled over. And I'm sad that I haven't finished any of these, so I'm continuing to do them. There are 3 books on this list that are going to be brand new, and I would love to get them in this month. Otherwise, I will finish them in October. But the first book that I am absolutely reading is Rose Matter. I am listening to it on audio. I'm past this page here. This is 175, but I think I'm at like 250, I believe, in the book right now. I haven't moved my bookmark. I am listening to this on audio. There are 2 main characters. There is Rosie McCladden. McCladden? I just said it twice the same way. I don't know what her last name is. It doesn't matter. And then there's Norman, her husband. Now, Rosie, I don't know who the narrator is. I can't remember her name right now, but Norman is read by Stephen King, and I love it when he reads because he knows where the emphasis is in all of his stories because, of course, he wrote the books. So Norman is a very bad cop. He beats his wife like a lot. There are triggers galore in this book, and it was really hard for me to get through the first chapter. Like, I was like cringing and angry, and I wanted to punch somebody, and preferably Norman. I don't know why men think that they have the ability to do this, which drives me crazy, because if someone's not fighting back, then it's not a fair fight. And if you're just punching because you're angry, get a bag or go for a run. Or I don't understand the whole point of hurting someone for no reason other than you're frustrated. That just ticks me off. So this is a domestic violence book, also with a weird twist because it's Stephen King. She is obsessed, our main character, Rosie, is obsessed with this picture she purchased at a pawn shop called Rose Matter. And Rose Matter, I didn't realize, is the color of this reddish pinky color, is called Rose Matter. The picture changes, which kind of reminded me of another story that Stephen King wrote. It's a short story from a collection. I can't remember what collection it's from or what the title is called, but I will leave it here. I'll find it so that you guys know. It's kind of similar to that where the picture changes over time, which I think is super rad. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this book. And I'm listening to an audio, and I can't wait to finish it. And then we have 4 Past Midnight. I can't even remember what month we were supposed to read this. I did read the first 2 stories, which was The Langoliers and Secret Window. I love both of those stories, and I love the movies. I still need to read the last 2 stories in here, which is The Library Policeman and Sundog. So I want to get more of that read. And then we have some more books that you've seen already. So we have The Waking Dark. This one has a ton of characters. It kind of reminds me of Bird Box a little bit, and I think that is not what it was supposed to be like. These books that I did in August was if you like this, then you might like this, and I picked those books up. I don't remember what this one is supposed to be like, but it kind of gives me like Bird Box vibes, just because the people in this book are changing in a negative way, almost like a demonic way, because of some outside entity. I don't know what is causing the darkness to consume them, but it's pretty interesting. It's just taking a really long time because there are so many characters. I started to have to write them all down like in a notebook to keep them all straight and figure out who is who and what they did and so forth. And then we have Kin by Keelan Patrick Burke. This kind of reminds me of another book, but that's not why I picked this book up. It just has the same kind of feeling. This is about a ass backward town where a woman is almost murdered and she's running away from these people, kind of like The Hills Have Eyes. There is some like bad people, a whole family of like killers who pick off newcomers to the town, and no one in the town is supposed to talk about it or they will be next. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a hush hush kind of thing, but it's very, very, very gory. And I'm starting to shy away from like torture porn. I can't stomach it anymore. I haven't been able to get that far. I'm only on chapter 7, which is literally like, it's only 30 pages in because it's so horrific. I'm just like, oh, I don't know if I want to read that anymore. When I first watched Hostel, the movie, I was like, oh yeah, this is gnarly. And then they came out with a new one, and I was like, I just can't watch this stuff anymore. I like more of the psychological scaring, or like silly like creatures and ghosts kind of scaring, than bloody chainsaw massacre kind of killings. So I'm gonna have to be wary of those in the future. I also want to finish up Corpse, Nature Forensics and the Struggle to Pinpoint Time of Death by Jessica Snyder Sachs. This is supposed to be like the Death Acre, and I am enjoying this one, but I haven't gotten that far. This is my shower read, which I'm at like, I've been playing Homescapes on my phone, which is a free app that's kind of like Candy Crush, but not, because once you've cleared a puzzle, you collect like so many things, and then when you get so many things like coins or something, then you get to design a certain portion of the house, and that's really fun. So I've been playing that while while the water's warming up, then reading. Again, it's just been bad. And then the last thing I am currently in the middle of reading, let me get to it. Let me find it. It's on my phone / my Kindle. So I'm reading Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. I've been wanting to read this book for forever. I finally picked it up. I'm reading it while I'm doing laundry, and it's a great YA mystery set in a boarding school where the person who designed the school created this school for free. It's like a private school that teaches really, really talented kids, but it's all free. They don't have to pay for it because the person who's in charge of building the school and everything, his idea was to create better people, like talented, smart kids that can't afford to go to college. And the first year, I think, the first year that the school was opened, his wife and daughter are kidnapped. And the murderer or / the kidnapper leaves a riddle in the newspaper, and the dad gets a phone call, and now he's rushing to like find his wife and daughter and try to give the ransom to this person who's kidnapped them, and all else or everything goes sour, and the school is still open in the present time, and we're working with new kids and finding out their abilities. And our main character is really interested in crime and mysteries, and she really likes Sherlock Holmes, and so she wants to take on this murder mystery and solve it. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. After reading like Kin with this bloody, gory slasher kind of stuff, I needed a light book, a mystery murder, but light. I needed to I needed something sweet, and that one is definitely sweet at the moment. Okay, the last 2 books that I'm going to try to finish reading this month is the 2 that I received from Quark for September. These both come out in September. This one is Monster, She Wrote, The Women Who Pioneered Horror and Speculative Fiction by Lisa Kroger. This one comes out on September 17th, so that was yesterday. So I still need to read that. And How to Survive a Horror Movie by Seth Grahame-Smith. And this one comes out on the 24th. This one isn't very long, and it's got like illustrations in it, so maybe I'll pick this one up first just so I have this out for a good review this month. I do want to really get to these ones. Yeah, so this TBR is a little crappy this month. One, because it's already so late in the game that I'm posting this video, but it's kind of like a update on what I'm doing. I've just been so into video games right now, which is okay because this is a hobby, and if I don't want to read, I don't have to. But I just want to make sure that you guys know where I'm at, because I know that you guys look forward to watching my videos, and when I'm gone for a long period of time, I don't really explain what I'm doing besides what you see of me on Instagram, which again is not explaining that I am like obsessed with World of Warcraft again. All right. It is super hot. Oh, hey, I never even talked about the new hair. I got a balayage. Yeah, so my 19-year-old sister, the one I was talking to you about in a previous video, she has a balayage, and I was really jealous because she's super cute and she's 19, and I feel like I'm her mom, and so like I was having a little jealous streak. And I was like, well, I want to be pretty too. So I want to go light. And so I got a balayage, and I love it. And yeah, I made sure that I kept my real roots, and then I just made it lighter and lighter and lighter. And I might keep it like this because this is my natural like hair color. Like this is my natural hair color as well, but it gets super light, you know, while I'm in the sun, like normal sun. Not damage, is it, to your hair? It could be damage. Regardless, your hair gets lighter in the sun, and so my normal hair is about this color generally before I started dyeing it. You can always go back to my old videos and see what my real hair looks like. It's so hot, I am sweating. I'm sweating so bad. Okay, that is it. That was my TBR for this month. Let me know if you are interested in any of these books, if I should hurry up and read one because you want to also read it. Yeah, and tell me what you guys are reading down below. I'm out of the loop. I do watch YouTube occasionally, but I've just been playing nonstop for a while. So yeah, that's it. That's all of the updates. That's the books that I want to read. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.